So after further review, the winner for the first debate of 2023 is... good morning audience. Welcome back to the debate club. So today's topic is the Indian education system. So the two teams captained by Suryaskanda AS and Rajshekhar Singh. Suryaskanda team consists of Sarah Bobin and Ishandeep, while Rajshekhar Singh's team consists of Arya Harish and Rishi DR. Suryaskanda will be in support of the Indian education system, while Arya Harish Rajshekhar's team will be against the Indian education system. So let's start off with Suryaskanda's team.
Yeah, I would like to say that Indian education system is better education system than others because it's very old form of education system. Like it has evolved to modern education system, but it even follows the old thing whatever they used to do in the before kind. When it allows all the people, like all the children, gives compulsory education for them, and it provides skills so that they don't be poor in the future.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
No, no.
Okay. Now let's go on to Rajshekhar Singh's team. What would you like to say?
Yeah, so as Surya said that Indian education is the best education system because it is very old form of it. It has evolved to being to modern thing. But I support that old education, Indian education system was good, but the modern one is very like it has evolved to Western type of thing. So how do you state that it is very good? And what is the difference between all the education system then?
Okay. Would anyone like to reply to that from the Suryaskanda's team?
Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like for most education systems, they have provided free educations for age between 6 to 14, like which is administered by the central, state, and union territories. Like, so basically, it's free education for those kids. I'm not sure if other countries would even do this.
Okay. I see Arya has raised his hand. Would you like to say something, Arya?
Yeah, I would like to like object that point. See, in Indian education system, there is a big problem that the children are not given enough attention to, and also sometimes children are even discouraged by teachers, and also like the quality of teaching is not very good in India. This also brings to a point that the competition is too much because the population is too much, and if this affects the kids, like it gives them a lot of pressure, and that's why I think the Indian education system should be given some reforms, some type of reforms which should like lift this pressure a little off the children's heads. That's all I would like to say.
Okay. Thank you, Arya. I saw Ishandeep raising his hand. Would you like to say something, Ishandeep? It looks like nothing. I see Rajshekhar Singh raising his hand. Would you like to say something?
Yeah. So
Okay.
as Sarah said, Indian education system have given a free education from 6 to 14 years of age, but that is only for government school students. And if you see and take an example of Germany, they have the further higher education uh, like studies. You don't need to pay much for your higher education studies. Like you get lot of scholarships there. And if you take example of Japan, there is for every school, there's no exams conducted for small age, and their education is full free. Only till after high school, it is your wish to continue your higher studies, and there also the education cost is very less.
Okay. Thank you, Rajshekhar. Surya, would you like to say something regarding the point raised by Rajshekhar?
Yeah, he said that the free education system is only given in government schools, right? But this free education system is for the people who are poor in the country. Like people who can afford for the education system, which is better than that. So why should we give free education system for all the people in the country when they have money to afford for that?
Okay. Thank you, Surya. Would anyone like to oppose that point or back that point? Okay, I see Arya. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, I would like to oppose Surya's Kanda's point. Like, it's not like why should we give free education to everyone? Look, education is a very important thing that everyone should have. It's a very important factor which plays, like, see, if the education of a individual is good, then eventually he'll turn out into an employed working person, which will eventually grow the country's economy. And from this, the profit is the for the country by giving free education to everyone, like by developing education, focusing on education, then we can like develop the country's economy, and the people working, the poverty also will go down. So from this, I think education is very important. And yeah, that's what I wanted to object his point.
Okay, thank you, Arya. I saw Rajshekar Singh raise his hand. Go ahead, Rajshekar.
And yeah, can I add a new point?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I'm taking an example of higher education. So like we are all in ninth standard right now, and we'll grow up and we'll eventually choose a place to like study, and we'll try to focus on that field. So imagine you work very hard, you study whole your life, and you write the exam for that field, and you get more than 85%. But the chances of getting in that field is very less, and the capability needed to get in that field uh, that is required that you have. But suddenly out of nowhere, lower caste or ST/SC group slash something blah blah, they come with a percentage of 40% or something less than that also, and they take your seat away. So now how would you feel about that? Like you worked whole your life, you studied till you're like you literal avoided all your friends and family, and then you turn out not to get into that field, and you feel like you're a failure, and you get depressed. From your family you get taunted, by relatives you get taunted, and uh, and then eventually, I would not like to say, and people suicide due to it. There are many cases happening due to this education type of system going on.
Okay, thank you, Rajshekar. Um, okay, now Ishan had raised his hand. Ishan, what would you like to say?
I would like to object what Rashikar said.
Yeah, please continue.
Rashikar said that out of, like, suppose 200 lakh people write the exam, out of that only like 10,000 people get selected, right? He's saying like that. But those 10,000 people has the more capacity to study more than the remaining 9 lakhs 90,000, right? So 10,000 people are better in studies. So they
Okay,
should give more privilege.
okay. Is that it, Ishan, or would you like to add something else? Okay. Okay, I see Surya. Would you like to back that point?
Yeah, he said that the that Indian education, because of the Indian education system, that all the SC people are getting more chances than the other this thing. But this chances is not related to education at all. It is depending upon the government. It is the rules made by the government, not the education system.
Okay, thank you, Surya. I see Arya. He would like. Would you like to say something, Arya?
No, actually, I would like to object this.
Okay. Let Rajshekar go first
No,
then.
like Surya, you're saying that education system was handled by government only. What do you mean, this chances thing STSC comes in education system? I say that education system should be equal to each other. If you're capable, you should get the chance. Literal ST people are getting less than 50% there, and you get like more than 90%, and you don't get seat. What does that mean? And Ishan said more than 9 lakh people write that, and only 10,000 people. Like if you're getting assided by people who are more capable than you, that is okay. That is your skill issue. But you are getting assided by people like who are getting like half of your percentage, also half to half of your percentage, and they are getting seat for no reason. and you are literally more capable than them. Now, what do you say about that? I suggest that Indian education system should make education equal to all. It's not about caste or anything. If you are capable, you are capable. You should get the chance.
Okay, thank you, Rajshekhar. Would the opposing team like to reply to that?
Can I say?
Okay, okay then. The fellow teammates of Rajshekhar could back up that point. Who would like to go first? Okay, let's go with Sarah.
Look, first of all, I mean, it's not like pakka you won't get seat because of them. First of all, those seats are already reserved. It's not like you're gonna take their seat. That's those seats are already reserved for them already. It's not
What do
like
you
they're like,
mean?
Yeah, I would
What?
like to object. I would like to object Sarah's point. I would like to object.
Sarah, are you done with your point?
yeah, yeah, fine. Ugh.
Okay, yeah, Arya, you can go ahead.
Yeah. See, like the seats may be reserved, but why should we reserve the seats for them? The seat should be depending on the capability of the person, not on the caste or on the what background he's coming from. Like if you see on this basis of religion, also there are some seats like this for on basis of Muslims and on basis of other religions. There are also some seats. Why should the seats be based on the religion and the caste or background? That is a big flaw in the Indian education system, like or in the Indian policies that India has set up. See, like the whatever the seats are there, it should depend on capability and not on caste or on all of that. Is what I wanted to say.
And as government of India is secular, as they say, that only should be followed in education system also.
Okay, thank you, Arya and Rajshekhar. I saw Rishi raise his hand. Would you like to say something, Rishi?
No, no, I was going to say like the point which Arya said. You can
Okay,
continue.
fine. Yeah, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, I see Ishan raising his hand. Would you like to say something, Ishan?
Yeah, that's what Arya said, that these poor people will, bro, this, what do we,
Ishan, I
all
would
the
prefer if you could,
students and even,
one minute, guys.
what?
I'd like to prefer if you could, be more specific. Don't say like this guy
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
that's
like
what,
that.
wait.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Arya said that both, what do we say, both, middle
ST
class
and ST.
children, upper class children, and ST and OBC and all should be given equal rights of studies, right? But if now, if you see this general people, general merit people, they can afford the schooling. But what happens? This lower caste people, like poor people, they can't afford studies. Though what they do, they study in group, so that they'll also get privilege of studying in the upper classes, in the IIT and all. If they also study, they can also get more privileges of doing some work and all.
Yeah. I wanted to object this point. Like his
One minute,
teammate
one
literally
second,
is
Arya.
act.
1 second, Arya. Arya, 1 second.
Yeah.
Surya, did you want to back Ishan's point or?
Yeah, one. See, he said that all the people should have equal opportunities. Arya said that all the people should have equal opportunities in studies. But during World War II in Germany, the only the people who were the Germans, pure Germans, could study in school. All the others were sent off the school, and they were told to be against the
Ah,
people who are other than the
Actually, Surya,
people.
the point you're saying is literal, not even meant for the education system
I'm
for
talking about
India. And you're talking about World War II, which is in past. Now, why can't you take example of Germany where they have evolved?
yeah, I wanted to actually
We don't
object
want to follow
Ishan's
the
point.
old path.
I wanted to object Ishan's point.
Just a second, Arya. Surya, are you done with your point?
yeah.
Okay, fine. Arya, you can go ahead.
So yeah, see, Ishan said that the poor people or the lower castes, like they can't afford education. That's where Surya Skanda said that why should we give free education to all? This is the reason because they can't afford. Yeah, his teammate literally backed. He literally opposed his own teammate's point.
And
That's
one
what I
more
wanted to
point,
point out.
as Ishan said, poor people can't afford to get into big colleges or schools. If you are capable enough and if you write exams, you get scholarship.
Okay, thank you, Rajshekhar.
Yeah, but
Uh,
if you want scholarship, you have to at least pass 10th, right?
Yeah, so till at 10th there is
Free
Raj,
education.
if
This is why there should be free education for all. That's what we are saying, right? Indian the education system has a lot of flaws. that we have to that is what those are the reforms that we have to bring, because the poor
Arya,
people are not able
one
to
second,
afford.
Arya. Sorry
Yeah.
to cut you off. I just heard that Rashiko, I don't think his mic is working. Rashiko, can you, is your mic
Yeah, yeah, I
okay?
can. Yeah. Make
All
sense.
right, all right, continue. Okay, Arya can continue. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to point out the point of free education. This is why free education should be given to all. Because, as Ishan said, the poor people can't afford it. And if free education is given to everyone, then at least they can work till one stage, and then from there they can move on forward. But if they have the merit, if they work hard, if they have determination and willpower, then they can work hard and they can become self-employed people. They can employ, that means they can become self-working people, and they can like take care of their families, and then yeah, they'll come out of poverty also. That is what the point I wanted to say. And yeah, I wanted to object this point with this one.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Arya. Maybe if anyone else could raise a new point, we could go to the next topic. Okay, Rashika, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, as I want to object a point about Indian education system, that there's
Rashika, just a second. We are done with this topic for now. Would anyone else like to introduce a new topic or something like that?
yeah, I'm doing it.
All right, fine. Rashika, you can go ahead.
So, in our schools, there's no sports scholarship or no encouragement for sports or anything. Like every time study, study, and plus all the things are related to the two fields majorly, engineering and any other field that is felt easy for you. Like people should be given choice to different field too. Like many other schools in other countries give choices for like different categories, like in everything, like editing, video field, graphics and all. But in India, there is only one thing: engineering, doctoring, or you are failure. They
Okay,
think like
thank you.
that.
Okay, thank you, Rashika. Would anyone like to oppose this point? I see Ishan
Actually,
raising his
can you
hand.
same to wait, one minute, can you same to repeat the point? His mic
Yeah,
was
Rashika,
like
could you repeat the
disturbed.
point?
Yeah, so I was saying that in our school, lower classes school, they have no encouragement for sports, and in other countries there are choices for high school people to whatever field they want to do. There is like teaching for every field for them. Like if you want to play instrument, you can there is instrument learning for a teacher for them. If you want to do graphical designing, you can do that also. If you want to be like teacher like them only, you can study whatever subject you want. There is a particular job for every field you want to. But in India, there is only engineering, doctoring, or else you're a failure.
Thank you, Rashika. Ishan, would you like to oppose that point?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
Rashekar said
continue.
that if we go to the fields like instead of education, if we go to fields like sports or playing instruments, we can become even more successful. Like everybody will get equal opportunity to do things and all, right? But if every no, suppose if I become a sportsman, I can only work till 40 years. After that, what is the mode of salary to me? What is the
What do you mean
how will I
only by
earn money?
40? You can
Only till 40 years you can play.
even in jobs also you can work till 60. What is after that?
Bro, in job at least you'll more
Ishan,
reward.
there is no limit. There is
Uh,
no limit. It is depends on your capability. If you can play after
Yeah,
40, then it depends on you. Okay. There are people who have played till
but
45, 46 and all.
yeah, but after 50 years, if you stop earning, see, suppose your children are still 10 years, and after 50 years you
how
stop earning. How
That
will
is
you
your
get
fault
money on
that
your?
is your fault that you have made kids at 50. If your
yeah.
children are 10 years when you're retiring, then that is your fault.
And there are
That's
other
exactly what I'm saying.
you
If
should
you're,
have at
if
least
you
in
go by,
today's date, you should have at least two source of income. Either stock
Exactly.
market or anything. If you have only one source of income, that is like utter failure if you have education also. And that's what
See,
even
Ishan,
Indian education does not teach us about how to have two sources of income. Instead, they teach us trigonometry where it does not even help us in life.
yeah, that is also a point. Yeah.
Okay. Rajshekar and Arya, would you like to add anything to this to the point you've given?
And even
No,
in
no.
jobs, he said that after 60, like even after 60, you don't get any source money also by a company unless and until you work in a government job. They
Okay.
give you
Yeah,
pension.
See, after 6 years, usually kids will start working,
yeah,
right?
yes. Yeah, see, I
Yeah, so
wanted to
even
oppose
yeah,
this
you
point.
just like you said, like wait, I'll continue. Like just like he said that when your kids are 10, even at 60, when your kids are 10, then what you'll do? That is your problem, right? Now you have raised this point, and this point is against you only now.
I wanted to oppose
Now
Ishan's point.
suppose, now suppose you are
The,
working in government.
Uh, guys, I think we should we'll conclude this topic for now. We'll go on
no,
to the
no, no, no. I
last.
just wanted to oppose his point, like just once.
All
After
right,
that,
fine.
we can yeah,
Okay, fine.
finish
Go
it.
ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so Ishan said that after 60 you won't have any income. That is your capability till when you can work. Okay, after you, that is called a retired stage of your life. That is where you retire and you enjoy your life. You have to save till then. If you don't get any income after that, that is, yeah, that's called retirement, right? Like when you're a child, people have to take care of you, and when you become old, also people have to take care of you. That is how it is. That's how life is. That's called retirement. And you have to save money throughout your life. You have to invest your money throughout your life to get to that stage. And then you have to save money, and then you have to lead your life from there on. You have to enjoy your life from there on. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not any like thing that the it's not anything like in the capability or something like that that you are telling about. That's all I wanted to.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Arya. Yeah, sorry, what happened, Surya?
I wanted to oppose what Rajshekar told about that. There is either engineering, doctoring, or failure in life, but
Uh,
there are some other
Surya,
things.
Surya. I think we should we'll just conclude this topic for now. We'll go on to the last topic of
No,
this
no, no. Let
debate.
him say. Let him say. Let him say. Let him
No,
say.
no, we haven't. No one has
We
opposed
we
this
don't
one
have
yet.
much
Please.
time. We don't have much time. Okay,
But no
so
one has opposed this point yet.
yeah.
We have enough time,
Let
right?
Just
him
tell.
say. We have enough time for that.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Cut this
Siskambe, go
point
ahead.
off.
Surya, go ahead.
Yeah, he said that there's either engineering, doctoring, or failure in life, but in India, but there are so many other fields where you can do jobs. Not only engineering or doctoring, there are scientists or so many other fields where you can do. And even he said that there's no use of geometry or something trigonometry what they teach. But geometry helps us. If you take architecture, it helps us in doing architecture, right?
Okay, thank you, Surya.
Okay, if you're not taking architecture, do you think it's useful for you? Like you go to a shop and you want to buy stuff, you either will ask him the price or you'll tell, what is this height? What is the height of the uh, object placed here? Huh?
Even if you're telling like that they
And
won't even ask. They won't even ask
and do you
about social
think other field in India, except engineering and doctor and all, do you think they get paid very more? Unless until it is a very good job or you're a CEO of a company.
engineering is not only the job which is taken by all the people in India. Even it's not like
Okay, okay, Surya, what do you want to be? You only say. After this 10th or 12th, what do you want to do?
I have
Except
not decided.
engineering and doctoring.
I have not decided yet.
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry, let me cut you off there. We would like, I mean, I would like if you could prefer, I prefer if you couldn't like directly ask questions to another person, like targeting them. Like maybe
Okay,
an
okay,
indirect
sure.
person would be
Okay.
better. Thank you.
One more thing excuse
Yeah,
me,
Arya.
sorry. One more thing I wanted to point out is that in our education system, from where we learn from 1 to 10th, okay, see the first 5 years is fundamental basics. After that, you get a subject called social science. Where do you use social science? Except for civics, I can understand. Geography also I can understand a bit. Where do you use history? There is a very less case where history is used in real, yeah, as Rajshekar said, many people, yeah, there may be different fields where people prefer, but many people, most of the people go for engineering. Okay, in engineering you don't use history much. You use all of this, suppose software engineering. Okay, you have to learn about this AI and all. Yeah, instead of teaching such stuff, yeah, they're teaching this stuff also. But why do you have to simply teach extra and put the pressure on the children's heads? That's what I'm
I would
asking.
even support Arya's point that teaching history is okay, fine, but you could teach about our own Indian warriors or something instead of teaching those
Yeah,
idiots who came in India long ago, which
and
we don't
also,
Language,
even
guys.
care what they
Language,
did.
language,
They
language,
destroy.
and
please.
also,
Yes,
yeah, and also
they
one more thing
destroyed
is
our
that
our
one more
architecture. Why should we
one more thing
teach
is that
about
they
those
have
guys?
in seventh standard. I think I have remembered. I think I remember that they taught about Mughals. Yeah, these Mughals, all they did is came and destroyed our culture. They destroyed our artifacts. They destroyed everything that we had, and they went. And people start praising them in the textbook. Why? This is a huge question. This is a big flaw about this education system and the textbooks that the Indian education system, that the government creates for the children to read and just puts wrong things in their head. That is what I wanted to tell.
Okay, thank you, Arya. I see Ishan has raised his hand. Ishan, have you raised your hand to oppose the point or to give a new topic?
To give a new topic.
To give a new topic, is it? Uh, Fine.
Yes.
Ishan, go ahead with the new topic then.
Indian education is so good that the top college of India is IIT. The other countries are also the IIT is demand in other countries, so like UK, Saudi Arabia. So Indian education is very good nowadays.
Indian education system does not help anything in IIT being good. It is due to the education provided there. It is
Bro,
quality is
IIT,
good about it.
Ishan, IIT is basically like it's in demand nowadays. Okay, Bangalore is like IIT hub. IIT is in very much demand. That is why it is good and it is being taking all over the world. And also, could I like after even opposes my point, could I like put forward a new topic because I have one in my mind.
Okay, fine.
Even I
Shravan,
want to
yes.
put a new point.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
don't
Rishi put
worry.
it forward.
Don't,
Let Rishi
okay,
put it
I'll
forward.
give everyone a chance. Don't you worry. Uh, Ishan, would you like to oppose the point or
I'm not even hear what you say.
Arya, could you
His
repeat your
mic is
point?
like,
Arya, could
Yeah.
you repeat your point?
Sorry. What?
Could you repeat your point, Ishan?
Yeah, so basically this
bro, your
IIT is
mic
a
is.
very much in demand nowadays. That is why it's being accepted all over the world. Or else it's nothing to do with the Indian education system. Like Bangalore is IIT hub. Okay. Why it is being it's in, very much in demand. That is the reason that IIT is growing everywhere. It's not because of the education system being provided in India. That is what I wanted to point out. That
Even
there is a
even
mistake in
IIT
history.
Bro,
education, right?
bro,
Even
IIT
IIT
is
gives
because
the
of
education.
One
education
at a time,
system,
please. One at
bro.
a time. One at a time. Okay,
Okay,
Ishan, you
sorry,
can go
yes.
ahead now.
Bro, IIT is known for its knowledge, bro. What knowledge is given over there? Now, suppose you pass out from there, the minimum salary you will get is 40 lakhs because of the knowledge they give you over.
40 lakhs per month.
Yeah, per
Per
month,
year.
not per year. Hey, bro, per
Okay,
month they'll give 40 lakhs minimum
okay,
salary to
That's what I
any
said. That's the
IIT.
quality of teaching provided. It's nothing to do with
Even that
the
comes
Indian education system.
even
Bro,
that
I
comes under Indian
see
education
40
system,
lakh
right?
40
Surya,
lakhs per
Surya.
month.
Yeah,
one
wait,
second,
wait.
one second.
Arya, let him
Arya, wait.
speak.
Surya, speak up.
Let Surya speak.
Even that comes under Indian education system only, right? Even they
How does
give
that
education
come under Indian
that
education system? Can
That
you
doesn't,
explain me?
Ishan, and one more thing that
They
40 lakhs per month means around 44.8 crores per year. That means every person involved in this IIT industry should be like millionaires sitting in their home.
And on
They work for 2 3 years,
40
they'll be
lakhs,
millionaires
Yeah,
sitting in their
yeah,
home.
there are even
I
yeah.
income taxes and family.
Exactly. There are everything. See, first of all, 4.8 crores. I don't think it's probable. First thing possible.
And
I don't think it's possible.
see, I
Okay.
wait, Arya, I'll explain.
Yes.
See, he's talking about to the he's converting dollar into Indian rupees, I guess. Most of the IIT people go
No, no.
abroad because India does not provide them proper jobs or something. They are very good accent, but they run abroad, so they get much payment there, like in $800, like 800K dollars per month, like that you would be saying. Do you think a job in India would be providing 40 lakhs per month? Except if you are working in Google or
Yeah,
ISRO or something.
Bro,
no,
job in
no, no.
India will
They
never
can't
provide
give you.
40 lakhs per month. I can assure you that.
Arya, one second. Let Ishan speak for this time.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
They can't give you, bro. How can you guarantee that they can't give?
Because we have knowledge of it, we have like the knowledge that there's no practical. Did you tell me one example of it who's earning 40 lakhs with the proof, and I'll believe you with proof.
From where will? There are
That's
so
what
many
from where
people,
you'll
bro.
get proof. So many people you send me,
There are so many people.
you give me one proof by sharing your screen or
Okay.
by
Screening. I can't share my screen,
I can
now
make you.
that's
Do you want to share? Do you want to share the screen,
but I
Ishan?
can say I can't screen
Yeah,
my
Ishan,
screen.
see if you want to
My
show
phone
any
doesn't
proofs,
support.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
ask the judge,
yeah.
and
I
if
can.
if he
I can
permits,
make
then
you
you
if you
can.
want. We can ask. We can make you a presenter, and you can share the proof.
Bro, see, I'll send it to you. Wait,
No,
1 minute.
just. Do you have any proof?
sending it to me.
Yeah,
What
See,
yeah,
what you
yeah.
please,
should show
please,
the
please,
people who are
Just a
saying
second.
us.
What are
if you
you
don't have
doing?
proper evidence, I request you not to state false facts. Okay, please. Just if you have evidence, then you can share it here. That's all.
Ishan, do you have legitimate
And
proof?
40 lakhs, only one job can be that if
One
you are
minute.
very famous, you get sponsorship by entertainment slash something, YouTube and all, then it can be possible. But job like professional jobs, you will never get.
Okay. Thank you, Rashikar. Ishan, do you have any legitimate proof you want to show to us?
1 minute, bro.
No, I'm asking you. Do you have any legitimate proof?
Yeah.
You do?
You
Okay.
can continue. I'll send it in a minute. You can continue.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Um,
I wanted to put a new point forward, or if
just a
If
second,
Rishi
Arya.
wants to do it, let him do it.
Yeah, Rishi wanted to do it, I think. Rishi, could you put up your point?
Yeah. So like these days, like schools, the Indian education system, like we have more theory than practicality. Like it's not like old days. Like there used to be gurukuls, right? They had like they focus overall. Here we are only made to focus only on studies. We don't. We are then we are also forced to mug up. And if we don't, if we don't get good grades, we are failure. They don't even encourage you or say you anything that like you can try next time. They don't say anything. You get below 90%, you're failed.
Can I
And
back his
up
point? I wanted to back his point also.
Just a second,
and
Arya.
plus
Rishi, are you done? Yeah, thank you.
and like they don't teach us how to apply any of this knowledge in real life. They just tell us to study ashte. Like now if I go ask, even if you ask any person who has passed that well, they won't even remember about their marks. They tell so much about concept. They don't, if you don't understand, you're forced to mug up. That's all.
Okay, thank
That's
you,
my point.
Rishi.
Yeah.
Arya, you wanted to back that point up?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to. Can I?
Yeah, okay, you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, there are clear examples in the school that I study in. I won't mention the name. There are clean examples that, as Rishi said, that the teachers are discouraging students and they're not providing the proper support to them. Okay, there are clean examples that we have seen in our own school. And also, like the teachers also like don't help the student. They tell other students to teach that student, which is also a big problem nowadays. They tell other students to teach that student so that he can come up. See, I'm not telling that it's the teacher's fault. It is also the student's effort should be put in. But also the teacher should not be pressurizing the student so much and discouraging him, is what I wanted to say. I wanted to back this point like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Arya. I see Ishan raising his hand. Ishan, would you like to oppose that point? Ishan, you're muted.
No.
Okay, no, thank you. Okay. Would anyone from the other team like to oppose Arya's point given? No? Sarah, yeah, go ahead.
Look, just because you're saying like as if this happens in all the schools, how will you know it's happening in all the schools that teachers are discouraging kids? Maybe it might be happening in one particular school,
And
especially
how do you
one
know
of
in
the
all the schools teachers are encouraging them also? Now you say that.
Yeah. How do you know?
How do you know they're discouraging? How do you know they're discouraging them? Okay.
Yeah,
Continue.
that's
If
why
we,
that's why so many students are dropping out and they're doing
yeah,
suicides also. Okay, the clean proofs are there. See, the teachers also encourage, but discouraging is a big factor that they have to work on. That's why many
Yeah.
students are getting 10th dropouts, or they're committing suicide. Sometimes they commit suicide because
One
of
minute, Arya.
failing in
Arya, I have to
exam.
cut you off there.
Yeah,
Arya, I
yeah.
have to cut you off. 1 second, guys. Another thing, please try to be family friendly here. I mean, the word suicide is not really that family friendly. If you could use some other term, that'd be great.
Yeah, so what
Okay,
should I use
sorry,
then?
sorry.
What should I use? I'm just trying to state the fact.
Just
Like,
like maybe like they're under great pressure, just
and
They
then
kill
to
themselves.
okay. I'm extremely sorry.
just taking their own life. That might work. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Arya has finished his point. Rishi, would you like to back that point?
Yeah, so like Arya said, like dropout rates. Now, if you see from the age group of 18 to 23, the gross enrollment ratio is only 27%. Where's the other 73%? They're either
So there,
discouraged, they're discouraged to drop out. Usually, dropout rates are more there. They're always being discouraged because they don't get good grades. No one supports them. That's what was my point.
Even
how
even
Yeah.
can
if
you say that
Indian,
there
yeah.
are
1 minute, Ishan. 1 minute. Arya, you wanted to back that point up, right?
Yeah. Even if there are so many, even if there are so many leniences provided for these OBC castes or whatever STS, so not OBC, SC, ST castes and all of that. Even if there are so many leniences provided, so many people are dropping out. 70, almost 73%, as you said. That's a very huge number for the population in India. Like, what explanation do you have to give for this? What more proof is needed that the Indian education system has very many flaws? Is
Yeah.
my question.
Bro, but how can you guarantee that they're dropping out? They might be due to some financial issues or due to some family issues. They might be dropping out. Can you clarify?
That is
Okay.
true. You
Thank
can't
you, Ishan.
blame everything about the discouraging by
We,
teachers. You
see,
can't
if you
blame
if
everything.
you
Yeah,
Like
we
most
are not
cases, not
we can
because
we are
accept
of
that
blaming to the
20%.
education system. We are not blaming all to the teacher. And if you read article, they say that percentage of this and those number have dropout due to depression and all. You take interviews of students who have written exams and stuff. You don't need to ask us like how do we know? Like if due to copyright reasons we can't show it. If you want, you can show the articles.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that, Rajshekar. Um, I see Rishi raising his hand. Would you like to say something, Rishi?
yeah. Could you please repeat your point again? He said no something.
Yeah.
Bro,
Ishan, could you repeat the point?
bro,
You
instead of people dropping out, there might be reasons because of financial issues. They can't pay the fees or due to some family issues.
Huh, so
Yeah,
because of the
somebody
financial
has.
issues only, we are Indians, we are giving like free education. Still, we get discouraged. You ask anybody now for IIT and also if you ask how much pressure they put, you go and ask. You'll get to know. That's why you're giving free education. Even though free education is given, there's no help. Discouragement is like one of the
Okay, bro.
major factors. Other factors may be the student's problem, but discouragement is one major factor. That's all my point was.
Okay. Thank you, Rishi.
And if you want to hear
Yeah,
discouragement,
can I
how
give a
to discourage also,
similar example?
you would feel like
Wait,
you are
guys.
some
Guys, 1 minute.
failure.
Time. Thank you. Okay. Rachika, you done with the point?
No, I was saying that they discourage, like sometimes they even abuse them. Like if you see how they do it discourage, you'll feel like you should not even be born in this world due to this type of
Yeah,
Indian education system.
like okay, I would like to tell a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Continue, Rishi.
Bro, can I listen?
Recently, you can just search it up. There was a student in this PES, PAS University, that PES.
Yeah. In which
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rishi,
yeah.
ah,
I would like to, if you could not disclose any university names,
okay,
just
okay, okay,
keep
okay,
it.
okay.
No, no,
Yeah,
you
don't need
can.
to
You
disclose.
can?
Bro, it's a okay. Sorry. There was one university. Okay, you can go search it up. That's some name was Prabhu something. Okay, I don't know his name really. You can search it up. So he just brought a phone to his examination hall. He was just like writing the exam. He finished his exam. He didn't copy. He was just checking his phone to see whether someone called. After they caught him, they misunderstood that they thought he was copying from the phone. So they took him to like room and they asked him interrogation something. They asked him like why you bought the phone and all. Okay, then after that they called his mother. But before that they started discouraging so badly. You can search this up. They told you are not fit to live. How can you copy? They have discouraged. They have used many harsh words I would not like to say. And because of that, the moment his mother was going to come, he committed suicide. If you want, you can search
Yeah.
this
No,
up
but
right
He
now.
fell.
okay,
He
okay,
fell from the eighth
okay. Wait.
floor of the
Yeah, he was
college.
discouraged so
Guys,
bad.
Wait,
But
wait,
we
one
prefer
Ravi.
if you
minute,
could not
Sorry,
one
specify
minute.
the
sorry
point.
for my harsh words, but that was a fact. I can't use any other word.
And
He
I
was
Yeah,
would
that is a
add
fact.
discouraged.
I
point.
mean,
I would
I mean
add
that is a
point.
fact,
This
right?
is
You
clean
can't.
proof that there is discouragement in the
Yeah,
Indian education
exactly.
system.
That's a
Wait,
fact.
I
And
would
plus,
like to add
they
a
don't have
point.
any
Okay,
evidence that he has
can I say
copied.
something?
They
Yeah,
don't have
without
any evidence that
evidence.
they has copied.
Guys,
Without evidence, they are.
one at a time,
I
please,
would
one at a
like to
time.
tell something. I would
Okay,
like.
Wait, and
Arya,
Can I say
support
something?
Rishi's point. Why would he commit suicide also? So yeah, so as they put the charges that he copied or something, now he's a single person and he has to fight against the whole university or a group. So no one will believe him also that he has not copied except his families or something. So
Plus,
Why
into
did
that
he
pressure
copy
only
him?
he would do that thing.
plus he
No,
has to
no,
face
bro,
the shame from
bro,
that the university
Yeah,
will provide that the university will put on him in the future. He has
The
to face
But
the
mental
shame
damage
why
what
did
they
because
do.
they just literally they literally disclosed that he copied. It doesn't make
first
sense,
of
right?
all,
You can't just do anything just like that without any
but if you
evidence,
see,
without any proof. They didn't even check his history. They didn't check anything. They didn't check his phone. They didn't do anything. They just caught him
yeah,
with the phone and they sent him.
first of
That's
that's
all.
all,
true.
why
okay,
did he
that's
even
it.
keep
One
phone with
second, guys,
him?
no,
one at
but
a
if
time,
you
one at a
see,
time, one at
this
a
is
time,
problem,
please.
right?
I
Ishan, one
want to tell.
second. Yeah, okay.
Let is who
Surya,
was
What do you
gonna
mean
speak?
by
Guys,
his
Surya, go
Let
ahead.
problem?
me speak.
Surya,
Hey,
go ahead.
let's who was gonna
Guys,
speak?
one at a time. Come one at a time. Thank you. Surya, please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, why did he even keep the phone with him? He knew that there are rules
That
that
was by
this cannot
mistake. That
will
was
let
by
him.
No, no.
mistake. No,
Surya
read
Yeah,
the
Kanda,
article. Even I
Surya
read it.
Kanda,
It came
that's
in a
his
newspaper.
problem.
That was
That's
by
his
mistake.
problem.
That's not his problem.
Surya
that should be
See,
Skanda.
the
okay, fine.
That's
responsibility
his
on
Let
problem.
us
Why did he
assume.
do?
Let us
and let
assume
me
that.
come.
Let us
Mute
assume that he
everyone. Mute
copied.
everyone.
Yeah. Let us assume that
I
he
want to
copied.
come.
Okay. Let us assume that he copied. Okay, fine. So just because he copied, you just make him commit all of this stuff. You discourage him in that way that he takes his life. Let us assume he didn't copy, but
It
let us
should be his
assume
responsibility not to keep the phone with him. He should give
he
it back to the people
But
who
he's
are
also equally
he didn't keep the
responsible,
phone
right?
with him. The phone was in his bag. Okay, the phone was in his bag,
in his
and
Could
then
I
pocket, not
speak?
back.
Could I speak? Surya Skanda, you said no. Like,
The
could you repeat
phone
your
was
point, Surya Skanda? Could you repeat? I couldn't hear.
hello. The
Hello, repeat
phone
your
was
point.
the phone was in his pocket, not the bag.
Bro, but there was no proof that he copied. There was no webs. They didn't check his phone. So without checking his
exactly.
phone, they've accused him of copying. What will you say about that? This is proof. You can search it on Google. I can
And
send it to you
also, the
right
phone
now.
was
Okay,
not
there are
in his
many
pocket. It was in his
possibilities.
bag. His
And
bag was
plus,
behind him.
it was not a very competitive exam or something. It was just
Yeah. See,
a school exam do like we do.
Look, man,
and the
see,
mental
Any
let it
trauma,
be
exam
any
matters.
exam.
Like a
Let it
class
be
the
test.
any
mental
exam.
trauma. See, the
Let it
mental.
be even an IAS exam. That exam is not worth to take everyone's a person's life. Okay, even if you fail or even if you copied any exam, you're not supposed to like discourage a person so much that he takes his own life.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Siddharth, can I say
1 minute,
something?
just a second.
I
Okay,
would
Rishan,
like
you
to
would like to say
support.
something, is it? You okay?
I
Rishi,
would
you want to
like to
support the
support
point?
Yeah,
Arya.
yeah.
I would like to support Arya. See now, even if you have
No,
copied,
let me
you could
talk,
just
bro.
suspend him or expel him. That doesn't mean you give him so much mental trauma. He had to give his life. That is the amount of discouragement we get in the Indian education system. That's one of the major flaws. This is the why most dropouts, everything, depression, why this happened because of this. The discouragement we get.
No, no,
That was my point. Thank you.
no, Siddharth, can I substitute an example for this?
You want to add a new topic?
No, example for what Rishi is saying. Discouragement.
Uh,
A different kind
okay,
of example.
okay, sure.
It's actually not related to studies, but it's an example related to it. Can I say?
If it's related to the topic given, then yes.
It's not related with the topic, but it's related to what Rishi said. Discouragement.
Then
Yeah,
I
let
think,
him put up it. Let him put it.
all right, fine, fine. You can go ahead.
Okay, hey Rishi, do you know David Beckham,
Yeah. Why,
the
bro?
greatest footballer? Wait, wait,
Not
wait.
great.
One
Why is
second.
David Beckham coming into Indian education system?
Okay, wait.
Not
Why?
I'm
not
saying that
related to the
substitute
topic.
point.
Just a
So
second.
what
Hey,
is
just let
this?
him speak.
Okay, fine,
Let me speak.
fine, fine.
You know David Beckham, right?
Yeah, I know,
The
I
one
know.
of the greatest footballers.
Yeah, I know, I know.
How is he so great? Can you say? Because his father
Ah,
used to discourage him so much in the past that he became the
wha-
greatest footballer. He can
Hey, no,
boast
that
with
is
it,
not
right?
because
his
his father
father never
discouraged him.
discouraged him. His father
Bro,
encouraged him. Go
Was
see the
it's
proper
called
no,
practice,
practice.
no, no,
Ishan. It's
no
called
way,
practice. There is something called practice. If you without practice, just because
bro.
of discouragement and 3 a.m.
Okay,
motivation, you can't become a footballer.
Bro,
Okay,
and David Beckham's father, he discouraged him so that he gets motivation to practice, not discouragement
exactly.
Not
because
like
he gets,
not like
that's
you are
what
a
even teachers
literal.
are trying to do.
not like you're
Yeah,
Bro,
given
That's
teachers
what
some
even
try
with
teachers
only
try
are
with
to
trying
do
to
listen,
like
listen.
that we
Only
suicide.
no.
with only with 3 a.m. motivation, you are not going to become such a great footballer. Okay, there is something called practice that you have to do
Need to
day in
work
and day
hard.
out. You should work hard. Yeah, as he said, you
bro,
should work hard. Practice. You have to
bro.
practice
But
every day.
Okay,
I
okay,
know,
Ishan
but
say.
even
Yeah,
bro,
just a
see,
minute, guys. Let
just
Ishan
now
finish his
Rishi,
point.
just now Rishi
Can
said that
we
he was
move to a new
discouraging
topic?
to.
Let Ishan complete his point. Then we might go to a new topic.
He was saying that his father did it to motivate him. Even the teachers are trying to do the same thing. How do you know they're doing it wrong?
No, no, no. But listen, the university, I'm telling about the Indian education system only. See, they discourage you so much, you go into depression.
Only
David
see
Beckham's
the
father
damn
gets
words that they
another
use.
discouragement.
Just see the words that they use. The teachers literally they see like
You see,
literally they say like, yeah, nothing is possible from you. I won't go to tell you anymore. Yeah, nothing is possible. You're
yeah.
literally a waste piece of
I
dash
just
dash
want
dash.
I want
Like
to add Arya's point. David Beckham's father didn't use harsh words like our teachers use. Not our teachers, any teachers use in
Yeah,
the Indian
that's
education system. Did he use harsh words like what we did? Did he use the
listen,
same
no.
discouragement thing that they use for a boy in the university? No. He gave him normal. He didn't do so much that he gotta give his life or go into depression.
also, I
Understand?
would like to support Rishi's point by saying
Bro,
that,
it's
see, the discouragement that you take from your family and the discouragement you get from a teacher. A teacher is ultimately a stranger, right? He doesn't live in your family. Ultimately, a stranger. If you see from a perspective, ultimately, a teacher is also a stranger.
okay.
So, if you, yeah, ultimately, I'm not telling that they are. Ultimately,
Okay, okay.
if you see
Yeah,
from
yeah.
a perspective, okay. So now the discouragement that you get from family and from a stranger, it puts a very big impact on you. Suppose a guy going on the road comes and scolds you like anything, what will you feel?
Okay.
That's how the students feel. That's all I wanted
Okay.
to say.
We'll just take the point from Ishan. Then we'll move on to a conclusion.
I'll say you one thing. See, now suppose teachers discouraged him, right? He could have went to the court and he could have filed a case on them instead of doing a suicide. He would have taken strict actions on them.
Could
That
you
was
repeat,
that's
Ishan?
his problem,
Could you repeat? Your voice is not clear.
bro. Instead of doing committing, instead of killing himself, he could have gone to the court, right? At least he would have get some justice on what the
Who
teacher
are
said
you?
on him.
Who are you referring to?
One
Okay,
second, guys. We will. This is the last point from Ishan. I think we should move into a conclusion right
Could
now.
we just conclude, Judge, that this is one major flaw? Like, can't support. We have a lot of evidences on this. So could we just conclude and move on to new topic?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We'll conclude this topic. We'll go to a new topic now.
Yeah.
Who would like to give a new topic? I see Sarah raising her hand.
Let Sarah give it. Let them give a new topic because we have been providing it from that time.
Yeah, okay, fine. Sarah, you may provide the topic.
Okay, thanks. Like, here's one tip. Like,
Sorry, Sarah, I have to cut you off here.
okay,
This is just a notice that this will be the last topic of this debate. We'll move into the final conclusion after this.
okay,
Yes,
fine,
sir.
okay, fine.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Okay, mm. So basically, this is a new topic. In India, like many programs and schemes have been like formulated and executed by government. Like, take for example, like this bridge courses or back to school camps. Sometimes the most popular one is midday meal scheme, which fine, most people will say it's won't applicable for every school, but in government schools, it's like they at least care for the health of the kids. Like a midday meal scheme, it means they're giving a nutritious meal during the school breaks. Anyone want to oppose this?
Yeah, I want to oppose this point.
Just a minute, Arya. Rishi had raised his hand first.
No,
So
no, let
Rishi,
Arya
Okay.
speak. Let Arya
alright.
go. Let Arya
No,
go.
no,
Okay,
it's
okay,
okay. It's okay. Let him speak. You speak. You
No, no,
speak
let him go.
first.
Arya, please go.
I'll
okay,
continue. I'll continue. You speak.
No need. Go no. So.
okay. Arya, please go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, see, after Siddaramaiah became the chief minister in Karnataka, from in the midday meal scheme, what India, the government had set up, he reduced from two eggs to one egg, and those eggs were also sometimes being becoming rotten. Like, what do you have to say about this? They tried to provide nutrition to what they tried to provide food to the poor students who couldn't afford education and who didn't have interest in education, so that at least they would get the food and they would get like get some motivation to come to the school. But now they're starting to decrease. They're starting to reduce that also. That is also one more flaw. Like, how does this work? You just give it to them and suddenly stop.
Look, first of all, this is the minister's itself fault, not the whole education system's fault. Minister itself for
Yeah,
giving out.
but they're it is run by the government, right? The education system is eventually run by the government, and you're talking
But who
about only
elected him?
government schools. You're
Last
talking about
month.
only government schools. What about
Yeah,
private
I would like
schools?
to add to Arya's
Pri-
point. Like now, Sarah, you said that in government school they take care of all the
Yeah,
kids who like,
exactly.
don't have money. Ishan, wait, who don't have finances, and what about us middle class people or rich people? Where do we get
Huh.
taken care of? We get so much discouraged. Do they take care of us? Only government school are given like that. Yeah, I can continue.
Would anyone like to
So
oppose that point?
Yeah, I would like to. No, no, I don't want to oppose Rishi's point. I want to add one more point to in
Do you
support
want to
of our.
back Rishi's point?
No, I want to add one point in support of our argument. I don't want to back his point currently.
Alright, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, like basically, also in private schools, we are talking only about government schools, right? In what about private schools? We literally pay like I'm around an estimate of around 1 lakh per year. That's an estimate, and I'm not mentioning any school or anything like that. Okay, most of the private schools. Like, what do you have to say about this? And they don't give us proper books also. Like, they don't give us enough books. We have to purchase books like after the semester two. Sometimes we have to purchase books from outside. Okay, they don't give us proper covers, they don't give us proper labels also. And what do you have to say about this? Is my question.
but the education but the education given in private school is far more better than public school, right? That's why they take money for that. They're giving the education also like that only, no?
See, nowadays in India, education has become a business platform. They take money for everything. For every small thing, they take money. Okay. Hopefully, you have noticed. If you have not noticed, start noticing from now on. Education has become more of a business than a thing that you provide to students. Yeah, you can object.
Would anyone like to
Hello.
object this point? Anyone? Okay, since there are no objection, since
I
there are no
guess we should.
objections,
I
we'll
guess we
go to
should
the
end this
final
debate.
conclusion. One second, Rachika. We'll go to the final conclusion now. Each team can provide 3 points regarding the, like for example, Arya. Sorry, Rajshekhar's team can provide 3 points against the Indian education system, and Suryaskanda's team can provide 3 points for the Indian education system.
Okay, I'll say
So nobody should
three
object.
points.
Yeah,
Rajshekar,
this is
shall we
just
let Rishi say? Shall we
Okay,
let Rishi
fine.
say or will you say?
No, no, we
Rish,
all three will say. We all three will say
yeah,
this.
we all three will say one more
Okay,
point,
okay, okay,
right?
okay, okay.
Okay, so my point
Then even
against
you
the
all three will say.
education,
Ishan. 1 minute. No objections, please.
my point against the Indian education system is that everyone should get equal education, right? And there should be no more advantage for the lower caste or higher caste or something. Everyone should be equal, and that's it. Nothing else. If you're capable enough, you should get the right college education, some blah blah and everything.
Okay. Thank you, Rajshekar.
My
Next, Rishi.
my point would be that there should like be like equal amount of things, like not too much theory or not too much practicality. They should be equal. And also we should not be forced to mug up the subjects which we don't like we should understand it and then write it. We should not be forced or we should not be discouraged like that. I just want to say.
Okay,
And one
thank you,
more,
Rishi.
yeah,
Arya.
I wanted to add a point that I'm not, yeah,
Arya, we'll just take one point for now. Okay.
yeah, conclusion, yeah, sure. So basically, what is like they should teach us something that we will use in life. Something that the fun after the fundamentals, yeah, they should must teach us the fundamentals. But after the fundamentals, they should give us an option about what we have to learn, and I have to support the students at every move they take. If they want to go to any field, they should support the students at every move they take instead of discouraging a select few students. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you, Arya. Surya, your team can provide 3 points now.
In India, the teachers are very experienced and are very good. So the Indian education system is very good in India because the teachers are experienced and they can teach the concept even more clear compared to the new joint teachers. So Indian education is better than
Okay.
any other platform.
Okay, thank you, Ishan. We will take 2 more points.
Yeah,
say
Just a second, just a second. Surya can go
according
first.
yeah, according to Indian education, we should learn all the subjects so that we get to know what should we take as a job for our future. So it teaches us all the subjects and gives us a way to learn like which job to take for what based on that they teach.
Okay. Sarah, you can go ahead.
okay. Okay, the Indian education system it encourages students to not drop out and attend school, which also made the government to make free and compulsory education for ages between 6 to 14. So that's all.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. So now we should make a decision. Just a second. I think someone has left.
Uh,
Arya. Wait, sorry.
Surya
Arya.
is left. Surya.
Surya. I think you can just wait for him to come back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now
Okay, so
let us move into a conclusion and see who has won for today's debate.
I think it's the
I
judge time to
I
decide.
would, yeah. So I would like to take 1 or 2 minutes to just think. Please. After further review, the winner for the first debate of 2023 is Team Rajshekhar, who is against the Indian education system. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe and follow for more content. Thank you guys.